Welcome back to my channel, everyone. So this is my pumpkin rice recipe, and let me tell you, this is one of my favorite rice. All right, so these are pretty much the main ingredients for this recipe, and as with all my other recipes, everything that I use will be listed in the description, so make sure to check that out. And also I'm gonna be using some curry powder. Usually I put some turmeric in it, but I ran out, so we're just gonna use some curry powder instead. And guess what, the curry powder is gonna add some extra flavor to this pumpkin rice. So the next step is to actually prep the pumpkin. Now you can remove the seeds with a spoon, or you can always use a knife. And what you want to do now is to cut this up into some cubes. They shouldn't be too big or too small. And also I'm not gonna remove all the skins from the pumpkins, as you can see right here. So as you can see, the pumpkins are not chopped too small or too big. So I'm pretty much just removing the seeds from some other pieces, and then I'm gonna do the same thing. So just cleaning up a bit right now, and then afterwards we're gonna wash the pumpkin. So what I'm basically doing now is just prepping the vegetables to saute them before cooking the pumpkin. So I use 2 cloves of garlic, and then I use a piece of onion, and then we're gonna saute this in some coconut oil. And then I also went ahead and prepped the scallion, thyme, and Scotch bonnet pepper. As you can see right here, but to saute for now, we're only going to be using the onion and the garlic. So you want to add your coconut oil, and then once that is heated, you're going to add the onion and the garlic. So let this saute for about a minute before adding the curry powder. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I'm using the curry powder because I ran out of turmeric. So you can always use turmeric if you want, but the curry powder is going to add some extra flavor to your pumpkin rice. So for now, we're only going to add a pinch of salt to this, so the pumpkin can have some taste to it, because later on we're going to actually add some more seasonings. So after adding the curry powder and a pinch of salt, you want to give this another minute or so. And then we're going to add 2 to 3 cups of water. And then once the pot comes to a boil, then you're going to add the pumpkins. So once your pot starts to boil, then you're going to go in and add your pumpkins. Now you want to cook this for at least 10 minutes, you guys. You don't want the pumpkins to be smashing out. Alright, you want when your rice cooked, you have some decent sized pumpkin. Oh boy, look at me wasting a nice coconut milk. But things happen, you guys. That's alright. So afterwards, you're going to add your grated ginger, scotch bonnet pepper, thyme, and scallion. You want to give this about 2 minutes to come to a boil. In that meantime, you want to also add your seasonings, wash your rice, and then once the pot comes to a boil, you want to go in and add your rice. Alright, so you add your rice. You want to give this a nice stir. And also I'm going to test to see if I need to get rid of any of this liquid. So as you can see right here, I'm not picking up any rice grains, which means I need to get rid of some of this liquid. So I'm gonna get rid of some of this liquid and then test it again. And as I mentioned before, everybody likes their rice differently. So if you know your type of rice you like, you add more water, you're gonna get a softer rice. The less water, a more shelly rice. Alright, so the next thing is to cover this, you guys. Let it cook for 15 minutes. And then once most of the liquid is dried out, you're going to turn down your heat and then put some foil wrap over this to further cook the rice. Alright, so look at this beauty. Look at that. Pumpkin rice is officially finished, you guys. I just have to let this cool down a bit. Alright, that looks amazing. But that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Try this recipe. I hope you guys enjoy this recipe, and see you guys again in my next video.